Alrighty, welcome back. So Darren's just setting up the last little bit of stuff. So he's you're brushing your hair. All right, so um, I think we promised some USBs. Um, I asked in the on the little banner. I said, "Who's your favorite Mulqueen and why is it Jer?" And unfortunately, there was people in there picking my grandpa, and that's not fair. I said, "Why is it Jer?" So um, I'm gonna go ahead and give away some USBs, but I will. I'll be fair. I promise. I've picked a couple people. I've noticed who's been commenting a lot, sharing each one, because I've been stuck behind this computer for some time now. So, um, alrighty. So let's see. We got a bunch of people coming in. Alrighty. So the first one is going to be Debbie Cattleman, and then the second one is going to be Kathy Bell. So if you two are both in here, oh, we thought, why is he called Jer? Well, same thing. Thank you, Linda. I'm Judy's favorite, but Debbie and Kathy Bell, you guys are both the winners of the USBs. So you're on here. Go ahead and email me, Jarrett Mulqueen. I'll post it up here real quick. And then also, while we're waiting for Darren, real quick, we did have a little hiccup with the scanning cuts. If you had one in your cart and it's no longer in your cart because it says 0 inventories left, go ahead and retry. We switched it to unlimited web inventory. For some reason, we didn't have our full stock in there, so it only sold like 3 or 4 initially, and then people started coming through. So go ahead and replace your order if that's something that you were looking into, was to buy a scan and cut. We do appreciate your patronage, so I am going to switch over here to Darren once he stops. He's over there gossiping. Look at him. Now, you guys can't look at him. I'm looking at him.
What do I look like?
All right, you ready, Darren?
I am ready.
You done slacking?
Yep. Hi. So I'm Darren from Mulqueen Sewing Center, and we always are excited to have SewSteady tables to offer in the store. We do sell a lot of them. Everybody needs that extra space for their fabric to go on. And the company SewSteady, they are the premier table manufacturer. They make them custom, and we have Stacy from SewSteady here to join us. Hi, how are you? Hi, Stacy. We got to make sure that your volume is up.
Oh, I muted myself. Can you hear me?
You are perfect now. Thank you. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for having us back.
It's been so long.
I know. At least
Yep.
a couple days, right?
Right. Yep. So we love your tables. You guys make it easy for us. When a customer orders, I just send you an email telling you what model machine they have, and within a couple of weeks, it's at the customer's house.
That's our goal. We try to keep it simple. We try to make it as easy as possible for everyone. All you guys have to do is tell us the make and model and machine and what size of table you want. So we really appreciated working with you as well. I know someone was asking about the Luminaire too. Yes, we absolutely have a table for that.
Yep. In fact, it's probably going to be the one that you really wish you had.
Yes, it's the wished one, right?
Yep. So I'm going to turn it over to you. If that's okay.
Let's do it. And if you want to show the table, I can tell you a story behind the table and how we gave it its name.
Oh, yes, please.
There it is. So we have one camera that's actually on the table itself. If you wanted to go ahead and move to the other camera, I think that we have to just flip over to that camera. I'll mute this. Okay, how's that?
Can you
Mute the second camera if that's possible.
Okay.
Actually, I can do it from here too.
Muted.
Okay, I'm going to add that one back.
Okay, good. So what you see here is our SewSteady wish table, and our wish table got its name because we were able to go ahead and create a table that were from all of the wishes of our customers. So what we went out to the market and said is, tell us what else you want to see in a table. And we did this probably about 6 or 7 years ago. We said, what else do you want to have in a table? We know you love this flat, smooth acrylic sewing surface that has the ability to go ahead and have markings right at the front of the table area with your ruler. We know you love that you have the portability with the table with all of the pop on, pop off legs. But what else would you like to see? We've always had this bevel right on the front edge of the table that has made it so you can easily have fabric flow up and over the needle area really well. And in addition to that, our goal has always been to have the table perfectly level and flat with the needle area, because we want to help eliminate any kind of drag you might have when you're doing any kind of sewing project. So what we heard were that people wanted to have a drawer. They had seen some tables out there on the market in the past that had the drawer solution. So they were asking for a drawer. They wanted to have holes in the table for doing circle sewing. So that was another big one. And so we added that feature into the table itself. You can kind of see those holes better when I put the white underneath there. And then they wanted to go ahead and have some sort of grid solution that was around the needle area. And so we came out with our wish table, and that's what you see here. So we actually have an amazing special that is going through the end of March on our SewSteady wish table. And I know that there's probably quite a few people out there that have maybe purchased new machines in the last year. I know that there's a lot of new sewers that kind of came into sewing with the opportunity to have some time at home. And so this would be an awesome table to add in as you start kind of diving into bigger projects and or even just continuing to make face masks. One of the things that people have really, really loved in the last year is our new grid glider. So why would we want to go ahead and include that for just $1 with the purchase of our wish table? So our grid glider is by far our best-selling new item in the last 2 years. And what we brought to the market with this is something that the market hadn't had before. It came with the opportunity to not only have this additional really smooth, slick sewing surface, but it added all of these markings that you can actually line up with your needle area. So the markings include the 1/4-inch markings. You can kind of see that a little bit closer there. I'll get the machine lighting to go on here. It has 1/4-inch markings, 5/8-inch markings, 3/8-inch markings, all at the needle area. So you go ahead and align that. You have the ability to have angles, which we have some really cool education on where you can do some of the flying geese and some of the other designs just right here with these angle markings right at your needle area. And then, of course, the grid for easy and quick measuring. So, basically what we brought to the market was just a really, really simple solution for being able to use your table in so many more ways. So, of course, for years, people have always loved having the table because it really does help with those bigger projects. And I'm sure we can have some people attest to that are listening today. But having some of these new features has definitely been a huge excitement for a lot of folks. So we're really excited to be able to offer the grid glider. The grid glider is a 12 by 20 sewing surface. So it's also one of the largest surfaces on the market today for glider surfaces. And in addition to that, it's a polyester material. So a lot of times people will ask, well, does it stick down well? What happens if it loses its stick? What happens if it loses its stick is that you can actually just take it over to the sink and warm water, rinse it off the back, or you can actually take a lint roller to the backside of it. That's been another really easy one that can get it cleaned up and get the stick back on it really quick. It is meant to grip onto our SewSteady tables or other really smooth sewing surfaces. So if you have a table that isn't, or a machine that isn't super smooth, maybe it's a more porous surface, then you are going to probably need to look at having some tape to tape down the glider itself. But you will absolutely not regret having this as a solution. Notice it has this rectangular cutout here. So this is actually meant to be able to go ahead and have your feed dogs up while you're sewing. And then I'm going to show you another really cool glider that we have actually brought to the market that's for people that are excited to do ruler work and free motion quilting. So this is kind of our grid glider. It works for all sewing projects. Our next glider I'm going to show you, we really recommend for doing ruler work quilting, which we showed you on Monday a little bit, and free motion quilting. Another really friendly thing that we like to share with our glider and with our SewSteady tables is our SewSteady polish kit. Our polish kit basically takes our super smooth sewing surface and it turns it into a super slick sewing surface. So I'm going to show you right here, going ahead and just kind of moving this fabric along the edges of the table and across the glider, which has already come super slick. When you add this polish to it, what you're able to do is just kind of get that super slick surface back onto the glider if you've used it for a whole bunch of uses. Maybe there's some gook buildup and it's not as slick as it once was. This is allowing you to go ahead and really get that super slick surface back in action. And you will not regret having that available because, again, what you want is your fabric to glide and glide with ease. You don't want anything to hold up that fabric when you're doing any kind of projects, because that's going to just kind of keep you from being able to really easily accomplish, you know, ruler work and some of the other things that you might be working on. So you just put a little bit of that polish. I like to put it onto the cloth and just kind of wipe it on, kind of the wipe on, wipe off thing, you know, Karate Kid style. And then you're able to go ahead and have it ready for doing ruler work. Or again, any kind of sewing project really. So I've just kind of applied it to the whole sewing surface. You can see I'm going beyond the glider, but this is allowing you to go ahead and really get that slick surface back on there. So this is called our SewSteady Polish Kit, and this is something that is available again through Mulqueen's, and it's something we highly recommend if you already have a SewSteady table and you're looking to kind of add some slickness to it. For years, we've told people you can use things like turtle wax and that sort of stuff, but I will tell you this is really the stuff that's going to make it super slick. So the next thing that I wanted to show you, because again, this is our SewSteady Wish table. It does come in two sizes. It comes in our giant size, which is 25 by 32, and then it comes in our standard Wish size, which is 22.5 by 25. So this table itself you're looking at is on a really big Janome sewing machine. This is the Janome M7, which I believe is also available at Mulqueen's. But this table is the giant table, and you can see it looks like it fits perfectly on this machine because it's like one of the biggest machines in the market. So this one in itself, I would highly recommend if you do have some of those bigger machines. I know earlier someone was mentioning the Lumineer. That would be another one that could probably stand to have a little bit bigger table with it. So now I'm going to peel off the grid glider. So let's talk about this because a lot of times people also ask questions about how do you change your bobbin easily, you know, when you're having to go ahead and access that. So it is super duper easy to go ahead and peel that off and then go ahead and just put it back on. So you can see I just did that really easily, but this time I'm actually going to take it off all the way because I want to show you our other glider, which is called our ruler work glider. So let me go ahead and put that here. So our ruler work glider, you can probably see the difference here just right out of the gate. There's no markings on it. What's going on? Well, it's for ruler work and for free motion quilting. And the other big difference that you see is that it actually has a circular hole. So instead of the rectangular cutout so the feed dogs can be exposed, the circular cutout is to go ahead and cover up those feed dogs. And we highly recommend that for ruler work, because what you want to do for ruler work is oftentimes you want to have it again, so there's nothing that's going to keep your fabric from getting hung up. And sometimes we have some of our ruler designs have different types of apparatuses, like our pens for some of our spinning designs that might get caught up in those feed dogs. And by covering them up, you're really eliminating any concern with that. Anything that's going to stop your fabric from moving smoothly. So again, this is the same size. It's a 12 by 20 ruler work glider. And you can care for it the same exact way. It does have this peel off back, which I didn't show you on the other one because it was already out. The peel off was already peeled. But you can go ahead and keep that peel because you want to go ahead and store this away when you're not using it. And we actually include with it this awesome tube. It's a clear tube, so you can easily store your glider in it when you're not using it for safekeeping. So we recommend that you keep both the clear backer and the tube for safekeeping. And then go ahead and peel this off and grip it down onto your table, just like we showed you with the grid glider. So I'll go ahead and do that for you really quick there. And we've had a lot of fun with this new kind of glider product line that we've brought to market. And I'm going to show you another really cool one here momentarily that we've brought to market with our circle sewing tool. So this glider, again, I just peeled off the back, and I'm just going to go ahead and kind of get it squared onto the sewing table and machine like so. And then you see just how flat it lays. That's the other thing that comes up sometimes is, you know, sometimes these gliders don't lay as flat or as smoothly. This, because of the polyester material, it just lays so flat every time you put it down. So really, really easy to use. Make sure your needle's up when you put it on and take it off. That will tear it. So if you have any concerns with that, you can just make sure your needle's up and you won't have to worry about that. All right, so let's show you another cool new tool that we brought to market here in the last year or so. And that is our Circles and Straights tool and mat. So our Circles and Straights tool and mat is, again, that same polyester surface for the mat. And then we created this cool tool that allows you to do circle sewing on pretty much any SewSteady table or insert that you have today. And maybe some of the other table offers out there as well. So I'm going to show you how this works. So what you do here is, again, we're going to peel off the back. So I'm going to go ahead and find that easy peel tab that we include on that. And I'm going to store away that backer there. And then I'm going to go ahead and just align the needle. And again, this is really important to align the needle both in the vertical and the horizontal. And the reason for that is because you're actually determining the size of circle with the distance from the needle, as we show you, the needle align to wherever you place your circle tool. So this is a really cool mat that's all about circle sewing and the size of the circle diameter that you'll be forming by going ahead and choosing a certain size. So this mat will give you circle sizes up to 29 inches, which I think is pretty phenomenal. So what do you do next? So now you're going to go ahead and take our cool little turquoise tool. I don't know if you see a theme with some of our coloring here, but we like turquoise. And you're going to go ahead and decide what size of circle you want. So I'm going to just show you, this is a cool little design that we created earlier using a bunch of the decorative threads, decorative stitches that we have in the machine. I'm going to go ahead and see what size of circle. Let's go ahead and try showing you how this design might be made. So I'm going to pick a circle design, circle size that's kind of in this range. So I'm just going to pull this up here, and I'm going to go with a 9-inch diameter. I think that that's going to be what I'm looking for there. So what I do here, and I think you can see this pretty clearly on the screen, is I'm going to line up the etch marking on the ruler with the marking on the mat itself. And I want to line this needle point. This is a needle hiding underneath this pin more here. I'm going to go ahead and line that up with the horizontal line that's aligned with my needle. And that's really important for going ahead and creating that really super accurate circle that you're looking to create. And you know, some machines do come with some pretty cool circle attachments. And I will tell you, this just absolutely complements that, because what you're able to do is just get a whole bunch more variety in sizes. So I've taken off my blue pinmore and I've gone ahead and put the fabric onto the tool itself. Now I'm going to secure that blue pinmore again. And then I'm going to go ahead and choose my decorative design in my machine. So I'm going to go ahead and head over to, let's see here. Let's just scroll down and pick something that has a little bit more excitement. Let's go with that design there. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put my foot down on my machine here. And let's see. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and lower the foot. Oh, it's going to try to tell me that I can't do this because I didn't actually thread the machine. I was just going to show you how it takes it in a circle. So let's see if I can just kind of make it work without it knowing what it's doing here. Sometimes we can make it go, but sometimes these machines are just way too smart for us. So let's see if we can trick it. No, it says bobbin thread is not sufficient. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of show you what the feed dogs are going to do for you here. The feed dogs are going to go ahead and be up, and it's just going to pull your fabric around in a circular motion without any kind of effort on your part, besides wanting to go ahead and just keep this piece of fabric flat. So a lot of times when you're doing any kind of circle sewing, what you want to do is you want to make sure that you have some sort of stabilizer underneath this piece of fabric if you're not doing it on a quilt sandwich like I am, because the stabilizer is going to keep your fabric really flat and keep it from bunching. So that's really important when you're doing any kind of circle sewing on just, you know, one layer of fabric. But oftentimes you might even want to do circle sewing on a couple different layers of fabric because you want to be able to potentially cut away some layers. So that is another option for you as well. So that is basically how we would do our circle sewing in different sizes as well. Again, really easy. We provide these finger grips onto the tool itself to go ahead and move the tool to a different size. So if we now move this down to the 14-inch size, again, aligning the tool up with the markings on the mat, then we're going to get a 14-inch circle right here. Now, one other really cool tip for you is if you wanted to go ahead and get a
Hey, Stacy, we lost your audio. Give me just 1 second. It's your back camera, the one that's facing your back. It's no longer up. Do you want to? Let me see if I can unmute this one. Go ahead and unmute your phone, and I'm going to remove your back camera.
Okay, perfect. Are we good? All right, so we're back in action. Sorry, I think that my computer decided to die on me behind me here. So that's why you couldn't hear me. What I was just explaining is that I was going to go ahead and create an even bigger circle for all of you by going ahead and just walking my table a little bit away from my machine itself and being able to expand the size of the circles. Now, then your mat is probably going to render itself a little bit useless because, again, this hole is at a certain distance. You're going to have to move that mat a little bit to be able to do that and maybe even have the tool off the mat. But you have the potential to create really, really big circles with this solution and kind of unlimited sizes because you can kind of place that tool wherever you'd like. So you can get a lot more precise sizes as well. So that is our new circle sewing tool and mat. And that's something that people have been really excited about because it does, again, just provide a lot more options for doing any kind of circle sewing and allows you to, use it on a lot of different things. So you could, again, this could be applied to a cabinet insert.
and other types of tables that you might already have at home on your favorite machines that you just can't give up. So that is our circle sewing tool and mat. So the other thing I wanted to show you today, and is actually going to be a giveaway, is going to be a brand new product that we are actually just bringing to market. And I'm going to go ahead and see if I can just scooch my camera down a little bit and show you what this is all about. This is kind of one of those fun littles that allows you to do just some of that storage stuff. I think what we've heard along the way is that people love our tables also because it's so easy to see and find what you're looking for, because you can store underneath the tables and you can say, okay, my scissors are here, my glider's right here, I've got my quilt blocks that I'm working on right here, and you can see it all. So the other thing we just decided that we need to add to it is a little table caddy. So that's what you see right here, and I'm going to try to get a little bit more of a close-up for you. So our SewSteady table caddy comes with this cool little ruler. This is a 8-inch ruler. You can see it's got some markings that are both vertical, and those are all 1/4 inch apart. And then it's got an 8-inch ruler right there. So again, I don't think we can have too many measurements right at the machine area. And so this comes with it. In addition to that, it's a cool little cup holder, guys. So if you were ever worried about that cup tipping off, even if it does have a handy little lid on it, then we now have a solution for you, because we have a way for you to attach this cool little caddy to your machine. You just attach it using our super grip tape here to the bottom side of your table, and then you can go ahead and keep some of your essentials right here on the right side, or maybe if it doesn't fit there correctly, you can kind of keep it on the left side of the table where you're not working. It is removable, and you can go ahead and place it in different locations. This will even store one of our favorite tools for ruler work, which is our Choco liner, because we like to mark our fabric some a little bit before we get going. And so that even stores that, but you can store pens. You could even store scissors or other types of tools in this slot. So it gives you a lot of different options. So that's our new SewSteady table caddy, and we're going to give one of those away today. Now, what you get with that again is the ruler and the caddy itself. Unfortunately, we don't have the cup coming with it, but we are excited to go ahead and share that with one lucky winner today in the Mulqueen's event. So those are, kind of some of the newest stuff that we wanted to share with you. Is there any questions that I can answer?
Let's see if there's any questions. Hi, Stacy.
Hi.
That is a cool new caddy.
Yeah, kind of, just again, something that you can put on to pretty much any existing SewSteady table, or that you might already have, or add it on to a new table that you might want.
So Debbie is asking, could that ruler work as a center ruler for Westerly ruler work? I wonder if Debbie, are you talking about? I wonder which ruler that. Oh,
this ruler right here.
Yeah. Is that the one that comes with that caddy?
Oops.
I think we lost Stacy there. One of my favorite tables that we carry is this guy here that we remove that little question there. We'll get back to that when Stacy comes back. But this table here is the free motion table. So it is nice and wide. It allows you to sit at the front of your machine. We'll be demonstrating Handy Quilter on Saturday. They have a sit down. Juki, we're going to be demonstrating also the Juki sit down, I believe tomorrow. On both of those machines, you sit in front of it, and that's what this table does. It turns any sewing machine. It doesn't have to be a Juki. It could be your dream machine. It could be your Viking, whatever brand of machine you have. It doesn't matter, because the tables are cut for whatever machine you're going to put in there. But generally, it's a machine that has a little bit of a bigger opening, such as the Juki. We have this on our site at mulqueen.com. If you click that top banner, it brings you to each of the days. And if you look at Wednesday for SewSteady, we have these tables on sale. And we have them all itemized from the very small junior table to the Wish table and this free motion table.
We got Stacy back.
Yay,
All
Stacy's
right.
back.
Hi, guys.
So is that does that ruler come with that caddy?
Yeah, the ruler's part of it. Mm-hmm.
Okay, and is that
And
a good centering
Yeah.
ruler?
So it's a westerly ruler that we added the inch markings to.
Okay.
So you basically, it is a low shank ruler. So you want to keep that in mind, you know, if you're wanting to actually use it as a straight ruler. But it does have 1.5 inches. It's 1.5 inches by 8 inches. And so it does have 1/4 inch markings. So absolutely has been used for ruler work and is an option for you as well. The other thing that's kind of nice is just, you know, quick measuring. So you can come like from the edge of a table or, you know, just kind of throw something down really quick. And then you've got those inch markings there with the 1/4 inch markings right there up to 8 inches. So that comes with it.
But somebody's asking the question, can you purchase the legs separate from the table?
Absolutely. Yeah. So we have leg sets and individual legs that you can purchase, and you can order those from Mulqueen's. We just need to know what make and model of machine you have if you're looking for a single leg, or what size of table, and make and model if you need a whole leg set. Just because the size of table varies on the number of legs.
To make it easier for Marty to, if you do need that, email me at darren@mulqueen.com. And I will make sure we find out all the information for you to get that. And
Excellent.
what is that? Is that called what do you call the new item? That's so new that
the SewSteady table caddy.
The table caddy. SewSteady table caddy. I know that you said that one was coming in the mail to us.
Yeah, you guys are getting your free gift here in the next week or so, and because you're one of our top resellers for 2020. Yay! Good job, Mulqueens.
Thank you.
So yeah, we've got one coming to you.
That is nice. Every year, I think we hang out in that upper echelon from all of our beautiful customers wanting these tables.
I'll answer this one.
And the westerly rulers, is that part of becoming the top, or is it just on tables? Just wondering out of, I guess, my curiosity.
What was the question?
You know, I'll ask it later because it's more of a personal question. But Jer wants to answer this question that's on the.
Okay.
So this is Julie. She asked, how do we order a custom sized table? So after we're done here with Stacy, I will go ahead and do what I did earlier, kind of showing you how to go about like the design wall and stuff like that. So I will show you how to go about placing an order on our website for a SewSteady table.
Yep, we try to make it as easy as possible. You just need to make sure we know what machine you have.
Excellent. Well, you're great. You know, we love working with you, and I can tell that, people, I'm sure a lot of your customers really appreciate that as well, because sometimes, you know, having to do the custom tables, just knowing make and model and understanding how it all works can get, can be a little bit of a, you know, learning curve. So being able to show them right there is great.
Yep. Whenever we do a show, like the Rusty Barn show that should be this weekend, we always have this set up with the Juki turned towards, and we have people sit down and see how much easier it is to do bigger quilts when you have that forward-facing table, the free motion table. It is a big seller.
That is, you know, and we worked with Juki to create that table when it came out. So we now offer a free motion table for, you know, pretty much any machine on the market. But we do recommend that they have a larger throat like the Juki does there, because obviously a small machine isn't really going to give you what you're looking for with that. But yeah, that that machine itself is the perfect option for being able to turn kind of on its point there and use the free motion, because you're going to be able to really hold up a big project.
The first time I found out about the table polish, Patty's asking a question: is the polish for the removable mats only, or also for the table? I think isn't it mainly for the table, the polish, or do you put it on both?
You put it on both. Yeah,
Oh, do
we
you?
actually recommend the table polish. Now, we actually pre-polish all of the mats before they go out.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, so you can go ahead and if you find that there's buildup on the actual mat itself, you can just add some polish to it, and it gets it all of its slickness back for long term. It just sometimes it doesn't hurt to go ahead and polish it all together. I do recommend, though, if you're going to polish the table and the mat, go ahead and put the mat onto the table and then polish it, because if you polish the table and then put the mat on, it may not stick quite as well.
That's a good point. Yep.
Yeah.
Something that when I first found out about the polish, and you might have talked about this a little bit ago, but we polish just a portion of the table, and we have somebody move the fabric on it, and then so they see how nice it moves, and then we tell them to move it over here, and you can actually feel the difference of how smooth that polish makes everything.
And that's funny, because that really does have a huge impact on people, especially like in a Rusty Barn type of show where you can actually have them do it, because the feel of it is really what is the big difference. You feel the drag on the fabric when it's not pre-polished.
Carolyn is asking, does the Stellaire and the Luminaire take the same table? And I'm pretty sure that they are different. I think the Stellaire would take the same table as a Dream machine. The Luminaire is a table brand new.
Yeah, I think you're right. Mm-hmm. I think that's the Luminaire is just kind of one step up, isn't it? A little bit bigger.
It is. Yep.
Yeah.
It's a 13-inch opening versus the Dream and the Stellaire are the 11-inch openings.
Mm-hmm.
Kathleen is asking, is the sale online or is it walk-in too? If you're walking into the store, the sale on the bigger items like the tables and the machines and the scan and cuts and the cabinets and so all the bigger items, that is something that's easy for us to accommodate in the store. With COVID, we're trying not to overwhelm our stores. So if you wanted the 20% off of our Notion part of our sale, that is online only. You can do curbside pickup if you want, or if you're a Perks member, meaning you've purchased a machine from us before, you would be able to get that in the store, the 20% off all the time. So we're trying not to overwhelm the store. If we're not careful, we'll have 50, 100 people in the store. So we're mainly going for the bigger items that where there's not as many people. I'm sorry to say. We actually haven't advertised for the longest time because we're trying to keep it safe for everybody. If somebody needs to come in for fabric, instead of us being closed, we're not closed. We're open. We're just trying not to overwhelm. Linda Foff, I like that last name, Linda.
Yeah.
She's asking, can the free motion table accommodate the circle tool?
You could. I would say, yeah, as long as your feed dog's up and you can actually have the circle tool come towards you. You may not get as large of a range of circles because the distance in the front of the table to the needle area, we still try to keep around 8 to 10 inches max. So because your circles are coming to you from that direction, that might be the main challenge, because you still want them to sew this direction when the feed dogs are up. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Yeah, you wouldn't necessarily get as much of a range in sizes.
So Brenda is asking, can the drawer fit on the front of the table? or fit in front of the table?
You know, unfortunately, it can't. The drawer system, I'll go ahead and bring the camera over here. That is actually built into our leg system on our tables. We do have what we call added drawers. And then, you know, that's kind of why we created the caddy too. That you can literally put anywhere on the table, anywhere you want. But the drawer itself, you can see, is actually really pretty big. And because of that, it is built into the actual leg system, and so it's not really meant to be able to move around in any given spot. But you might consider an added drawer option, which is a smaller clear drawer that comes with kind of a sticky solution to add, where it might work best for you. Our spinner tray, that's an old, one of our first accessories was our spinner tray. I don't know if you guys still promote or sell those at Mulqueen's, but that's another great option. It attaches to the leg of a table, and it's just this spin out tray that you can store everything underneath the table kind of together, like throw your pens in it as you're working and that sort of thing.
We've had the spin out trays. If somebody is wanting something that they don't see, please email us because we want to get it for you.
Yeah, so that's, I was going to see if I have one I could pull out here real quick and show you, because, oh, I do. Look at that. So this is what our spinner tray looks like. And so basically you just put it onto the leg of your table here. And you can kind of see, I'll throw my polish in there and get my other stuff out of the way. But once it's connected to the leg, then you can just spin it out and then spin it back in. So that's, I think a MSRP is around $15. And we've even seen people stack trays, so like multiple layers of trays, or just have a few different trays on different legs. So both of those would work.
And if you notice how this is all acrylic, like the tables and the drawers, and that's how SewSteady, I think one of the reasons why they were so successful at distributing the Westerly rulers in the United States.
We are an acrylic manufacturer. Yeah, that's what we do. We're based out of Eugene, Oregon, and we do nothing but acrylic manufacturing. No, we do make some other stuff, but mostly that's what we're good at. So yeah, it's been great to be able to come up with new accessories and obviously be part of the design world now with all of those awesome ruler work designs.
Yep. So we just we have all of. I'm going to do a quick PowerPoint here in a second, but we do have all of our favorite tables, and we'll show you how easy it is to order all of these. Frankie Smith has a question. What is the name of the product that is on the sewing machine? The yellow sticker.
Oh, that was our circle sewing mat and circles and straights tool. So I think that was the map that tells you how big your circles are going to be.
Just so you know, we are updating our site to add that in our section, so it will be up soon if you're interested in getting this item.
Oh, good. Yeah, this is going to be a fun one for you guys to share. So you can actually purchase the mat separately now. The mat retails at $20 on its own, or you can get it with the circle tool and the mat combined for $35.
Yeah, we love all these tables.
Yeah.
Jerry, will you turn it on camera 1? Look at that. I don't know how many of you own a featherweight, but the Singer featherweight, they also have the matching gold ruler on the front.
Oh, yes. The classic table.
Yep, we have those on our site as well, so we're going to show that. So that's the best way to get the ruler, or the table for your featherweight, so you have a bigger surface. And they even have gold screws. So that's pretty cool.
We decided we needed one that would match that table really well, and that's been a good seller for us too. A lot of classic featherweight customers have just loved having that as an option with their featherweight.
And Renee has a question. Do the tables come for sergers too?
Yes, in fact, our wish table is really popular for sergers because can you imagine being able to serge a circle really easily? So the circle sewing features do come with the as an option for the for serger machines. You can order this beautiful table for your serger.
Brenda is asking, do the tables get scratched easily?
You know, I would tell you that you're not going to see, like, it's not going to be something that really bothers you. But as soon as you start using the table and you've got fabric running across it, you're going to start seeing just like a little scratches here and there. You can easily fill that in with like the turtle wax, and sometimes the polish helps with that. But it's not something that's going to inhibit your ability to sew with it. But you know, acrylic is like glass. You do have to protect it. And so we do highly recommend using our SewSteady travel bags. I think that you guys should probably have a few of those on your website. But we do recommend our SewSteady travel bags because if you're not using it, you don't want to just kind of throw it in the closet and hope it's going to be okay. You do want to kind of protect it a little bit. So you know, keep it from getting scratched up or even at worst broken. You know, sometimes that can happen if it's not stored properly.
It looks like Joy Ball has a question. What is the cost of the featherweight table? We do have that on sale for $139, and that's drop shipped to your house at that price. So you would order it on our website. On that one, you don't have to tell us your model number because we know that it's for the featherweight. But once you order that, we'll get the order to SewSteady. It takes about a week normally to get to the front of the line, and then it takes about a week normally to get to your house. There was a little while there where there was a backup, but so we're kind of saying like 2 to 3 weeks. Does that sound right?
Yeah, that's perfect. You know, when if you remember during the time when we were getting the spit guards across America,
oh yeah,
those are all made of acrylic, and
that's right.
we ran into kind of an acrylic shortage across the world. And we had already had a bunch of pre-purchased acrylic, but you know, even that was being taken by stores like Walmart to protect their staff. So we've gotten through it. We now have, you know, acrylic, you know, without issue and concern. So we are back to 2 to 3 weeks to arrival for the tables. I will tell you, any of the accessories that you've seen today, we try to ship within 2 to 3 days. So you should have them in, you know, maybe 7 days to 10 days max, if not sooner.
Judy Cassidy is asking, what was the tray called that went around the leg of the table?
Oh, that's our spinner tray.
Spinner tray.
So yeah, that's this cool little thing. You can store your pins in it. We even have a little magnet that will secure your pins as you kind of throw them in there, so you can kind of keep them corralled. But yeah, that was our first accessory for our tables back 10 years ago.
Thank you for that, Judy. I wonder how you said you wanted to do a giveaway. I remember.
Yeah, that awesome table caddy that we showed you earlier, we want to give away. Do you guys want to go ahead and pick a winner now? Do you want to pick a winner later?
What question should we ask? If you, if you don't mind to just comment, let's see, what would be a good question?
Tell us if they want to do circle sewing.
Yeah. Let us know whether you've done circle sewing. If you have never done circle sewing, are you interested in circle sewing?
You know, one of the fun things about circle sewing is that you can use a lot of those decorative stitches that you have in your machine and really kind of embellish a quilt. So I've seen some really cool quilts that have just, you know, been quilted really fast just with doing different types of circle sewing on them. Different sizes and kind of an array of different coming, maybe half circles and that sort of thing.
Thank you. Here comes my mom delivering coffee. Isn't that nice of her? Thank you, Mom.
So,
You want to come on? You want to come on with me?
we are a family business as well, so it's always fun to hear when the family's all involved. I made my dad get on a Facebook Live with me on Monday, so.
On our last segment, it was our first one with Quilter Select. My uncle Seamus started commenting from Ireland, so we got my dad to talk to him. Which was
Oh, that's great. You're like, hey, you want to do this Zoom kind of thing? Come join him on the live. That's fun. I love it.
We have a company coming on Thursday at 4 p.m. called Sweet Pea. They're an embroidery company out of Australia. So it'll be 4 p.m. Thursday, our time, but their time was it's going to be 10 a.m. on Friday, even though it'll be 4 p.m. Thursday here when they're live. It was interesting. She was trying to share our event on Facebook, and I guess I didn't realize that we had USA only. And so I turned on Australia and I turned on Ireland just in case our family is watching back there. So
that's fun.
That's kind of nice that he was at our family in Ireland were able to see.
Well, and that's Westerly Design and SewSteady are worldwide, and so we'll do a lot of lives, and we'll have people from UK and Australia on there all the time, and it's really fun to just you guys are 18 hours in front of us, so and it's summer there, and right now it's winter, so it is really kind of fun to have them join in.
Did you pick the winner, Jared?
That I did.
Oh, Jared's got a winner for the tool caddy.
All right, I'm gonna throw it up. Give me 2 seconds.
1,000.
And the retail price, if you want, go ahead. You tell them the winner.
What is the retail price? Because this is such a new item. We don't have it on our website yet. So if you are interested in this, please email us. This is for the table caddy.
So the retail price is $17.
Nice. That's reasonable. So Judy, you are the winner. If you don't mind to email us, Jared's going to put the email up on the screen, Jared at Mulqueen. That way you can email him your address and we will make sure that you get this tool caddy.
Excellent. Congratulations, Judy. We're excited for you to try it out. Like I said, it is brand new. So Mulqueen's is sharing it with the world. All right. Well, yeah, that's really exciting. Well, we appreciate thank you for letting me come on and share all of our cool new stuff with you guys.
Thank you again. And thanks for doing the Westerly ruler yesterday. No, that was Monday, 2 days ago.
Monday, yes. And I know we have a class coming up with you guys too. So I know we mentioned that, but if you are interested in learning more about the ruler stuff, definitely take advantage of signing up for those classes on the Mulqueen site too.
Yep. It's the ruler work kit that's recommended. And then there's a flower power class and a feather ruler class coming up. And those are on our website as well. If you click on the links, it'll bring you right to where you sign up for the class.
Excellent.
But Stacy, thank you again. If anybody has any questions, I will ask you if I can't figure them out. Okay, Stacy?
Sounds great. You know where to find me. Thanks, everyone.
Yep. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
Bye. Well, thank you. I have a quick PowerPoint to give you pricing. I think I have the pricing on there. The SewSteady table for the featherweight that we showed you, the black one, that one is very popular. We do have some of those in stock because most tables are custom fit to your machine. We generally don't stock any tables except for the one for the featherweight that we showed you and the big free motion quilt table that we have here in front of me, because we have so many people that buy Juki machines that want that free motion quilt table. So we do stock a few of those. we stock the polish. That is something that I think we neglect sometime. But if you ever feel like there's a little bit of drag when you're moving your fabric across, when you apply that polish, it will smoothly go over. If you put the gliders on, whether it's the grid glider or the other one, it hides all the bumps that would be between your table, so that when you're doing free motion quilting, that there's nothing that it will hit. And here's just getting me up on the PowerPoint, and let me see what time it is. It looks
56.
like 2:56. So at 4 o'clock, I hope you guys will stay tuned. We're not going to drop this live feed. It'll stay live until 4 o'clock when Nanette from ChenilleIT starts. I'm excited for this. We haven't done a ChenilleIT event, but when people see the ChenilleIT product that we have in our store, it's by my office, so I can hear people as they walk by looking at it daily, and people are always blown away by it. So if you haven't seen ChenilleIT, I think that you might be blown away as well. I hope so, because it is a cool product.
And before you start that, I'm going to show you, after Darren's done with this, how to order these tables and the correct way to go about it.
So this is the wish table. This is a table that everybody wishes for. They designed it because of how many people wanted the different features. The bigger space, it's 22 inches, 22 and a half actually deep by 25 and a half wide from left to right. It doesn't go past the machine. You can see on the photo how it kind of goes up to basically where the throat of the machine is. So you get all of your surface where it belongs. You get the big drawer. The grid glider comes with it at the $200 price. Basically getting the grid glider for $1. There is shipping involved that we pay for, so you don't have to pay that. No matter where you are in the US, the grid glider and the wish table will be in one box, shipped to your door, and it's $200. Highly recommended. That is the most desired table. And then we have a bigger wish table. So I'm going to back up. That one's 22 and a half by 25 and a half. For a little bit more, you get the 24-inch deep by 32-inch. That one does become a little bit large for some areas. So the 22, I'm sorry, I need to back up here. I'm going the wrong direction. The 22, this one, the original wish table is 22 and a half by 25 and a half. That's the ultimate. If you're buying a wish table, I would imagine most people will buy this one. The bigger one, the bigger table may not fit in your area. They're saying I need a new battery. Hopefully that's better. Does that seem better? Okay. So that's the ultimate table, wish table. I hope that you take advantage of the special. The bigger one is there if you have the big space. The junior table, it's only $69, and that includes shipping. There's no shipping charge. It is a tiny table. If you have a little machine, that would be perfect. The surface area is 11 and a half inches deep by 15 and a half wide. The 18 by 24, this one tends to be the most popular table that we sell. It doesn't have the circle stitcher. It doesn't have the drawer. It's not as glorious by any means, but it's a practical table. It's $119 shipped. This one would be the normal size, kind of that would come with some of the bigger machines that are made by manufacturers. Like Brother has tables. It's generally in this size. And just like this one, It doesn't have, they don't have like the circle stitcher, the drawer that the Wish table has. And these don't come with a grid glider like the Wish table does. We do have the grid glider available to purchase separately on our website. This one says junior table, but it's not. This is, again, me working late at night doing PowerPoints. This is the jumbo table. So ignore the wording. We do have it. Just go by the size. It's 24 by 24. So it's 24 inches deep by 24 inches wide, as compared to the normal table, the 18 by 24. This would be the most popular. 24 by 24. Some people want that extra space in the back if you have a bigger surface that you're able to put your machine on. Maybe you'd want to go with that one. And this is the marvelous one that's in front of me, the free motion table. It's on sale for $199. That's shipped right to your door. And it takes about 2 weeks, maybe 3. Which table works with a serger? So the first table, that Wish table does. I didn't put a serger table in my little presentation. Nope. But we do have them available. There, I believe it's on our website. If you type in SewSteady, there's going to be different tables. We're looking at it on the screen now that you can't see, but I am looking at it, and it doesn't show it on there, unfortunately. The serger table, it's basically, you just, if you can't find it, please email me at Darren@Mulqueen.com, and I'll get the answer for you of why it's not on our site. But if you want the ultimate, you would buy the Wish table, the very first one that we talked about. The Wish table works really well with sergers because you can do the circle stitcher. Just let us know what model serger you have if you're going to place the order to take advantage of our special. About how far from the needle to the left edge is the Wish table? Stacy, where are you? No, just kidding. I don't know offhand, but if you want to email me,
well, I can tell you. So if your machine, it depends on every single machine.
Yeah, you can do the math.
Yeah, if you do it like, if it's a 24-inch table, you're going to have 12 on the left and 12 on the right, for the most part, because you still have the width of your actual sewing bed. So it's basically 24 across. So it's 12 left and 12 right, regardless of how wide your machine is.
The tables start generally close to where the throat of your machine ends, the inside part of it. But if you want exact measurements, by all means, I don't mind to find that out. Just email Darren@Mulqueen.com, and I will find that answer out for you. Another thing that I didn't put in my slide, and I don't know if we talked about it, there's a picture of the featherweight table one more time, but they also make inserts. So whenever somebody calls up and says, I need a new insert for my cabinet, I am basically ordering it from SewSteady. You just tell us what cabinet you have. If you don't know the model number, we just need to know the dimensions of the opening, and we'll get it ordered for you. If it's made by Horn of America, the cabinet, I generally order those directly from them. But if it's from anywhere else, I order it from SewSteady. They're fast, they're accurate. They've been doing it so long. That's the grid glider. I'm sorry, that's the new work glider. That's the free motion type of slider. They call it actually ruler work glider. We have this on our website. It's $20 after the discount, which is pretty cheap. If you get to $49, all of our orders ship free after $49. And I think last but not least, oh, actually there is one other. They have another free motion glider. It's a different color. It's a little bit bigger. And we have those in stock. It's $31.96 after the discount. So that's the original one that we've been carrying. We sell a lot of those. The new one is this one. So it's 12 by 20. and it's a little less expensive. This one is one that we've used for a long time. The other one, I just realized about the ruler work glider, the new one that it's got the logo from the company on here now. It's a lesser expensive cost, which is nice. So we do recommend that. We recommend both of them, depending on what size you want ultimately. And they're on our site. The table polish is only $10 after the discount, which is kind of nice. Everybody should have some polish if you have a free motion table. The sale price on that SewSteady featherweight table is the $139. So that is ultimately the sale price on that table. And that's all I have for you. So thank you so much. I'm going to have Jared just quickly show you where the tables are found. We would love to help you get a table for your machine. It helps having the surface when you're sewing. If you have a Juki and you want the idea of this free motion table, it's definitely a winner. We have them all on sale right now.
And then Julie wants to know what was offered for $1 if you order a table. So it's the Wish table, and you get the glider.
The Wish table is on sale for $199, and if you add $1 to it, it makes it $200. You're basically paying $1 for the grid glider with the measurements on it. It comes in a nice tube, but it's the measurements, the angles. It is the one that has a rectangular cutout for your feed dog, so you leave this on all the time when you're sewing. You don't need to take that off. The ruler work glider, the slippery one that has no markings, that one has only a hole the size of the needle so that you can do your free motion quilting. The grid glider is for sewing. The other one is for free motion quilting. So I'm going to turn it over to Jer. We're going to pause after this, and we're not going to turn off the live stream this time. At 4 o'clock, we will have ChenilleIT. We'll have Nanette from ChenilleIT. I think they're in Utah right now. They're going to come live with us here at 4 o'clock.
Julio.
And take it away, Jer.
Alrighty. So the grid glider is on the website, but I will go ahead and show you. So it's mulqueen.com. So you just go to our main website. This banner up here at the top is where you're going to find all of the event specials. So you go ahead and click on that banner and then scroll down. Each day is separated by what brands or demos that we have done. So this one was just SewSteady. So we're on Wednesday. Go ahead and click on SewSteady. As we speak, we're putting more products up. So as Stacy was showing stuff, we were texting Ken and having him throw more stuff up. So I am getting. There we go. All right, we're up. Come on. Alrighty. So there we go. So the polishing kit is right there. All of the prices on these are all on sale, even though they say they don't have a red mark next to them. They are all on sale, and they are the correct prices. So some of them have them, and then the others don't. But right here is that straight tool, that mat that she was showing. For the circles, this one is the spinner tray, and then right here, this is for pre-order. So we don't have any of the table caddies in stock, but if you do want them, you can go ahead and add those to your cart and purchase those. We don't have a guarantee as to when those will come in, so bear with us as far as getting those in stock. But until you can go ahead and use those as a pre-order. They're coming up at $2.99. Or I just looked. Yeah, I know. I'm never wrong. But but we're talking about the chairs. There was a question inside of here as far as the chairs go. The Kangaroo chairs. So if I go into, speaking of which, I'm not going to pause. I'm going to bring up that video. The video that I couldn't play yesterday, and I can go ahead and try to bring that up today. So I'm going to, I don't see the chairs on there, Dad. I'm going to make you guys look at Darren so you don't see me thinking and see the smoke come out my ears.
A lot of our cabinets are $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. We make cabinets that are beautiful. They're reasonably priced at around $1,500. We talked about it yesterday. We showed some the cabinets that we have. The ones that are going to be in this video are the 3 major cabinets.
You're muted. They could kind of hear you, but not.
I'm sorry, everybody. I forgot my microphone.
I just noticed it. Sorry.
So, anyways, we're gonna excuse me. We're gonna have Jerry finish up his little spiel on how to order, which I think that you were pretty much done with that, anyways.
Yeah, I just want to show them how to order an actual table and then what the process is to go about that. So
go into the video for Kangaroo cabinets.
All right. So what you'll go ahead and do is whatever one that you want to pick. So this one's the $200. It comes with the grid glider. So I go ahead and add this to my cart. But before I do, you need to put in your model number. So by explaining what a model number is, I'm sure there's a vast majority of you that do know what that is, but on your machine, like the machine that Darren has over there, I'm going to show real quick. That's a featherweight. It's a 221. Then the one on the table right there, Darren, it's on your face. All right, that one's a TL18. And then the machine, yeah. So whatever your model number is, we need the brand as well as the model. Let's see, what size table would the cabinet of the luminaire hold? Irma, go ahead and email me and. Okay, Irma, you're getting an insert already. So there is very specific cabinets in which the luminaire and the larger machines like the FOF Icon and so on and so forth, that there's certain machines that will not fit in every cabinet, but the vast majority will fit in most cabinets. Just those giant honking machines aren't going to fit inside of those. But after you do this, you're going to put all of your model information. So if I put like Dream Machine 8550, and once I do that, I can go ahead and hit Add to Cart, and it's going to pop up over here. This one's the $199, so I can go for $1 more.
Actually, if you take advantage of this right now, you're not going to have to pay that $1 more.
Oh, really?
Yep, because he doesn't have it. So hurry, save another $1.
Save $1. So he doesn't have that. If you add it to your cart, if you want the Wish table today, go ahead and order it. The table for the luminaire depends on which one you're looking at. So it fits for every SewSteady table is different to the cabinet. So everything that we've gone across, you can fit every single SewSteady table onto a luminaire. But if you got the junior, it wouldn't really make the most sense because it's almost the size of the luminaire sewing bed.
The most glorious table would be the Wish table. So if you were going to buy a table for a luminaire, we would probably recommend the Wish table. And if Irma, if you're referring to the insert I was just talking about on that SewSteady also makes inserts. I do know that on the cabinet you ordered, that should be to you hopefully soon. You're going to get insert with that table already.
And then just to show one more thing, I had someone ask me why the chair, the Arrow chair, was coming back at a different price. To get the correct price on the Arrow chair, you need to go into, let me show you one more time. You scroll down just a little bit, live event product specials. So there's two different things. If you can't find something in the main banner, you're going to find it inside of here. So live event product specials, then you're going to go scroll down to Kangaroo sewing furniture. You go ahead and click on that guy. I'll let you guys catch up because it's a little bit behind. The table caddy will be added to your website. Yes, it is. It's already on there. It's nondescript. It's on that page that I just showed you. It's on sale for the 20% off. We don't have a date when we will get them because we haven't even gotten the kind of gag one, like the demo one. We haven't gotten that in yet. So as soon as those come in, they will ship out right away. But to show you the price on the chairs, you just scroll down. This is where all of the chairs are on sale. So go ahead and scroll down to here. Once you click on those, that's where you'll find the chairs that are on sale. So I'm going to give it over to Darren real quick while I queue up the video and be right back with you guys.
Thank you again for sticking with us. There's about 200 people watching right now, which is amazing. Thank you very much for being here. We're going to play the video of the Kangaroo Cabinet Company. And I've never had a company ask us to be part of their giving back program. They did give us $1,000 to offer to any charity that we wanted. So we did choose the Child Crisis Center of Mesa. And so they sent a check directly to them, which was really cool. They are a very nice company. Everybody there, they do give back, which is important to us. And so their cabinets are reasonably priced. They're very practical. The Aussie, wait until you see the Aussie 2 cabinet that is going to be shown in here. And once again, if you, we'll give away more USB sticks, if that's okay, towards the end after the video. We'll pick another few people to win USB sticks. So while we're watching the video, if you don't mind just commenting whether you sew on a table, like a kitchen table, or if you sew on a cabinet. We're always interested to see. We asked that question yesterday, but it's probably different people watching or possibly different people watching. So we're going to bow out and get the video playing.
Okay, and then I'm going to start this video, but please tell me, I'm hoping it doesn't echo. Please tell me right away if it does start to echo. That way I can fix it. So I'm going to go ahead and start it up. Is it echoing yet?
Thank you, Mulqueen's team. I'm Lynn with Arrow and Kangaroo Sewing Furniture. And how to make 2020.
Okay, I think I fixed it, so let's go ahead and do it right this way.
Create high quality sewing furniture to enhance your sewing experience. We have sewing cabinets, we have sewing chairs, we have amazing prices, and today we have sales. And I'm so sorry.
It's not meant to be, Tony said. Tammy says it's not meant to be. Gotta get it right. 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 Gotta get it right
Through our three stages.
I guess the video, you will try to figure this out so that we can figure this out. Right now, we're going to go ahead and just make put your names on the screen. Put your names on the take a break for half hour. Stop our video there. It's disappointing because their cabinets are so amazing, and I would love to have you guys see it. We'll try to figure that out here. But for now, we're putting a few winners. We're not going to drop this live feed. We're just going to let it suspend just whenever. Just check back with us after we pick our winners, maybe at 4 o'clock, not maybe at 4 o'clock. We'll be popping back up at 4 o'clock. And our winners are going to come up shortly. Trying to get before.
So go ahead and everyone comment USB real quick so that way I can pick a winner because every comment I see is all echo.
So Jared's asking for you just to comment one more time so we can pick two winners. There's Carolyn Eaton. Let's pick her for one. Has she won before?
Nope. Okay, so Carlin Eaton
and C. Lombard. Since you were the first two, I guess we'll, if that's okay, we'll pick you guys. Thank you for putting up with us, our shenanigans. We appreciate it so much. If you need anything, you can email us at darren@mulqueen.com.
Papa put USB. Should we let Pat Mulqueen win?
Yeah, Pat Mulqueen even commented there, USB.
Alrighty, so we'll be back in about 35 minutes or so with.
Very excited with ChenilleIT. The ChenilleIT company, it's way cool. You don't have to do multiple layers of fabric and sew it down and cut it between the straight stitches. You just do your straight stitches and it's chenilled. So it's pretty amazing stuff. We'll come back here shortly. Thank you. We'll see you. We're just going to suspend for now. We're not closing out this live feed. We'll just pop back up automatically at 4 p.m.